Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just thought I would go live here for an hour, 2 hours, whatever. Hang out with you if you want to chat in the chat room. Absolutely, we can do that. I'm just going to be doing some work here, trying to get everything set up um, to do more videos and more live streams, perhaps, and everything else, as well as playing around with my set. I had an extra monitor laying around, and so I thought, why not put it on the set and have my logo displayed on there all the time? Um, yeah, so no real agenda on this live stream. I'm just going to be working, and it's been a while since we've hung out and whatever, so I thought, you know what, why not? I'll go ahead and go live, and if anybody joins in the chat room and wants to hang out, that's awesome. Otherwise, I'm just going to be trying to do some work here behind the scenes on the channel and make sure that everything is good to go for later on this weekend and this week. So, so that's that. It's actually looking pretty good. Hopefully, I'm sounding good as well. Um, Move that over there. Yeah, I figure it's Sunday. I have the day off. Packers aren't playing this week because they are on the bye. Um, I may watch some of the other games later on, but yeah, we'll see. And it's like I said, it's just been a while since we've hung out. And hey, Movies Explained and Super Vandy are in the house. Yeah, like I said, this is just gonna be more of a hangout, whatever. I'm just trying to get some work done here. Packers aren't playing this week, so it's been a while since we've hung out, and I thought, why not go live as I get some work done on the channel? Um, so if you want to chat in the chat room or have any questions, that's awesome. If there's any in-depth questions that require more of a movie-related kind of answer, I will save those and create a video later on. But otherwise, yeah, just hanging out on a Sunday, enjoying it. What do I hate most about the Vikings? The fact that they are ahead of us in the division right now. um, yeah, it used to be that the Packers were number one and everybody else in the NFC North was awful. Now we actually have a rival and, dare I say, a team that will probably end up winning the NFC North this year. So, not a big Vikings fan. I wonder, can I? Like I said, I'm just getting some work done here on behind the scenes and on the channel here, making sure that everything's ready to go for future live streams and other videos and whatever. Um, and I thought, why not go live? Because I need to increase my watch time, and it's been a while since we've all hung out. So, hey, KBooSB, how you doing? We're just hanging out, and as I try to get everything up and running for later on in the week. That. And then I'm actually gonna have to add that. This also gives me a good opportunity to play around in Streamlabs and get that all set up. So that'll be kind of fun. Don't want a new scene. Oh crap. Never mind. Back there. I want to go here. Add be a media source. Name. Over there. Video file is going to be. Why is that not showing? Ooh, that should be a fun series. Movies Explained. Movies Explained says, I can't wait. Starting tomorrow, I'm reviewing every MCU film leading up to Captain Marvel. I should probably do that as well. Um, that's one of the things that I will probably end up doing in the future here. Super Vandy asks, what is your personal policy on movie theater armrests? I always find everyone else is a hog, and I'm sitting there with my hands to my lap like an idiot. Um, Usually that's not a problem unless I go to a show that's sold out or really busy. Um, Usually I like to use the armrest on my right, and I put my soda in the cup holder on the armrest in the right. And most times, especially recently, I've been lucky where there have been empty seats both on my left and on my right, so I'm not crowded in. Uh, yeah, that is kind of annoying when people use the armrests and you're kind of scrunched up, you know, hands in your lap like an idiot because you got other people on either side of you. Um, that is rather annoying. Where is that one? There we go. Okay, done. If I go over here to my stream deck, add. Source. Doo-doo. Why is that not working? Movies Explained asks, are you looking forward to Bohemian Rhapsody? Are you going to do a movie review? Yeah, yes, I am very much looking forward to Bohemian Rhapsody. That comes out here in a couple weeks. And yeah, I do want to start doing more movie reviews and everything else. Now that things seem to be getting into a more manageable schedule and everything. So, uh, yeah, look forward to a lot more things coming very soon here on the channel. That's another reason why I'm doing this hangout, testing, whatever. Like I said, I've got the day off. Packers are not playing today. May watch some of the other games later on, but for right now, I have the time. Haven't gone live and hung out with you guys for a while, so killed two birds with one stone, increase my watch time here via the live stream, and get some work done on the channel. Super Vandy asks, what is your go-to movie theater candy? I say Bunch of Crunch, no contest. I think you asked me that before in a previous live stream. My go-to candy, if I get candy, normally I'm just a popcorn and soda kind of guy, but if I get candy, it would be either Starburst Minis or Reese's Pieces, although Bunch of Crunch is awesome as well. Art Morbid says, do you watch horror films? I just did a short review on my upload this morning. I did High Tension and a few more. Horror is my least favorite genre of movies, although I am starting to come around and starting to watch more horror films as I develop my career here on YouTube as movie pundit. I try to see a lot more movies, including horror. But yeah, I am definitely looking forward to seeing the new Halloween movie. I may go see that later on this afternoon or tomorrow. Certainly looking forward to seeing that. I'm hearing some pretty good things about it. But again, overall, horror is my least favorite genre in the past, but I am starting to come around with that. And Super Vandy, don't worry about duplicate questions. It's all good, man. Why is that not working? Sorry, I'm just playing around here with my Stream Deck and everything. Yeah, Movies Explained says, I'm a sweet popcorn and Diet Coke guy for watching films. For me, just give me medium or large buttered popcorn, and I prefer Coke, although my movie theater chain is a Pepsi franchise. And a large Pepsi, and popcorn, Pepsi, and I'm set most of the time. Every once in a while, I'll buy a hot dog or get some candy or something else, but the vast majority of movies that I see, it's just popcorn and soda. I'm very traditionalist that way. Just kind of basic. And hey, that worked. How do you guys like that new subscribe button that pops up every once in a while up over there on the upper right? Why is that not working again now? There we go. I'm gonna start adding that into some stuff. Also have another wipe that I'm working on. Once I put that in as a source here and whatever. Art Morbid says, I go to my AMC and food there is super expensive. Yeah, that's the thing. Almost every movie theater, the concessions are really expensive. And unfortunately, there's a reason for that. And that is that most movie theaters charge an outrageous amount for concessions because the movie studios will take the vast majority of the ticket price. There's a sliding scale based on the movie, based on how long the movie has been out. But as a general rule, movie studios will take the vast majority, 90% or more, of the movie ticket price, especially in the first couple of weeks. And there's a sliding scale based on the movie and how long it's been out and whatever. But as a general rule, figure about, 80 to 90% of what you paid to get in goes right back to the studios. And then everything else, the remainder of that, goes to the movie theater and has to pay for stuff like property taxes and electricity and wages and everything else. So really, movie theaters are not in the movie business. They are in the concessions business because that's where they make their money. Um, it kind of sucks as a consumer having to pay, $14.50 for a large popcorn and a large soda every time you see the movie. Um, but that goes to pay our minimum wage that we get at the theater. Again, electricity, property taxes, heating, cooling. I mean, all the expenses that go into running a movie theater, leasing of the films, all that pretty much gets taken out of the price of the concession stand because the movie studios take so much of the ticket price. And of course, we as consumers love our big budget movies that cost $100, $200 million to make. That money has to come from somewhere. And unfortunately, that money comes from us, you know, buying the movie tickets and paying the price at the concession stand. So I totally get you, Art Morbid. No, it is certainly expensive to buy concessions. That's why I'm so appreciative of every guest that does come to the concession stand at my theater because they're the ones who pay the bills. If you go to a movie and just get the ticket and go right in, we appreciate your patronage, obviously, but you're doing very little to help keep the theater in business. Super Vandy said, I had a good idea for your teeny bopper sneaking into movie issue. Theater could implement an ID card of sorts where the kid brings a parent in once and gets signed up for a card, which they can bring every time to show that they're 17. That is a good idea. I don't know if that would really work or not, but I will certainly pass that along. Um, Super Vandy again asks regarding candy again, your thoughts on bringing in your own candy and soda. Going back to Art Morbid's question and the point of the movie theaters earning their money at the concession stand, um, I totally understand why people sneak in soda and candy and whatever. Um, I certainly cannot condone that action, but I certainly do understand it, especially for people who are on a tight budget and whatever. The only thing that I ask is if you sneak something in, then sneak it back out. Because there's nothing worse as an usher going into a theater, cleaning up afterwards, and finding cans of soda or boxes of candy that we don't sell. Or, I've seen hamburger wrappers, I've seen pizza boxes, I've seen Subway wrappers, you name it. And that just really kills me a little bit inside every time I see that because it's like, well, hey, you're sneaking stuff into our theater. At least be courteous enough to sneak it back out or throw it away yourself. Don't leave it sitting in the aisle for us employees to see because essentially you just stole from us. Um, that's kind of an extreme way of thinking about it, but it's true because again, the concession stand is really where the movie theaters make their money. That's how we stay in business. And every time somebody sneaks in a soda or sneaks in candy or sneaks in other food, that is less money that we earn, and it affects our profits and it affects our ability to stay in business. So I certainly understand it, but I certainly do not condone it. And I think people that do that should be a little bit more understanding as to our perspective and why we charge so much at the concession stand. Um, Movies Explained. I have not seen Venom yet. Unfortunately, I'm falling way behind on my movie watching. Um, and hope to catch a double feature either tonight or tomorrow. I want to see Venom. I want to see Halloween. Would also like to see First Man and Bad Times at El Royale and everything else. Like I said, I'm falling so far behind again. It is ridiculous. Ryan O'Toole in the chat room. Good to see you, man. We are just hanging out. I'm doing some work here behind the scenes. And it's been a while since we've all hung out. Have the day off. The Packers are on their bye. So we're just hanging out as I try to do some work and do some work on the set. And why did my little logo thing suddenly disappear? I have screensaver mode activated or something on my other laptop. I'll take a look at that in 1 second. Movies Explained says MCU versus Star Wars. Oh, Star Wars any day of the week. As much as I love the MCU, I've been a Star Wars fan since I was 2 or 3 years old. Uh, Grew up with the original classic trilogy, had all the Star Wars action figures, still have the action figures down in the basement. Once I get a bigger place and a bigger set and more room to actually do stuff, I do want to display some of the original Kenner action figures, but for now they are safely in a box downstairs. Yes, Star Wars any day, every day. That's not to take anything away from the MCU, and I should have silenced my phone. Let me be right back. No idea who that is. Probably a telemarketer or a political call. Um, I cannot wait until after the election season is over. I get so many stupid political calls. It's ridiculous. Um, Art Morbid says, okay, guys, glad I could hang out with you all for a bit. Have a wonderful day. Hey, take care, Art Morbid. Glad you could make it for a little bit here. Let me take a look at why that other monitor went bad. Ah, other computers doing Windows updates, so it got killed. Okay. Not a problem. Yeah, I had an old laptop laying around that's not good for anything, but it is good enough to still get the logo in back there. Once that boots back up, I will throw that back up, but that's kind of cool. Matt's Movie Reviews, how you doing? We are just hanging out. I'm trying to get some work done here behind the scenes, and it's been a while since we've all hung out, so I thought, why not kill two birds with one stone? Get some watch time via the live stream, hang out, and also get some work done here behind the scenes. So that is what we are doing today. Hope all is well. Uh, phone notification, okay. I need to add that other source here. Thank you guys for coming in and hanging out. I really do appreciate that. Hope your Sunday is doing well. Super Vandy says you can also just make a green screen panel and throw whatever you want on it during the stream. Yeah, the only problem is because I have had so many problems with my live streams and everything else originally, adding that green screen element will just take up much more processing power, and it's probably not a good idea for now. That is something down the road that I may consider doing. But again, I had the extra monitor laying around. I had the old laptop laying around. So I thought, why not put it to use and throw my logo up there? Can throw some other stuff up there as I see fit. But yeah, that's what that is. Ryan O'Toole says, I'm behind on some movies too. Still have not seen Bad Times, and I really want to. Yeah, I'm hearing mixed things about it, but it is one that I do want to see. I don't know if I'll be able to see it in theaters or not, though. That's the only problem. Um, God, there's so many movies, and I'm falling so far behind. It's rough, trying to keep up with everything, and you have everything else going on in life. Trying to make room for everything. Uh, Matt's Movie Reviews says, I kind of liked Venom. How about you? Again, I have not seen Venom yet because I'm so far behind on my movies, but it's all good. We will make it work. We will make it happen. There's the new wipe. And done. Come on. Ryan O'Toole says, A Star is Born, First Man, and Halloween are fantastic, and Venom is not as bad. Have only seen, in that list, I've only seen A Star is Born, and absolutely, A Star is Born is absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite movies of the year, currently probably even in my top 3. Um, Certainly my top 5, easily my top 10 of the year so far. Right now, probably even in my top 3, it will certainly be a part of my top 10 lists at the end of the year here in just a couple months. The year's just about done, which is crazy. It's like, where did the year go? Matt's Movie Reviews says Halloween is my next movie review, just done a retrospective on the original. I have not seen the original yet. A friend gave it to me to watch, and I have not done so yet. I will probably. Do you need to see the original before seeing the new one? I know that the new one is a direct sequel to the original. Um, but is it absolutely necessary to see the original before seeing this new one? I am familiar enough with the character of Michael Myers and Laurie Strode and that mythology and everything, so I'm not like completely going into it blind. But again, I've never seen any of the previous movies, um, but I do want to see the new one here, maybe this afternoon or tonight, certainly tomorrow. Uh, it is a must to see the original. Okay, well then I guess I will watch the original, uh, maybe later on this afternoon, and then go see the new one tonight or something. Um, do that. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask here, and things aren't always working. There we go. Do that, and do that, and oh, come on. Oops, that's why. I forgot to rename that. Doy. Come on. Why is it not letting me? Uh, Matt's Movie Review says John Carpenter was the foundation of the slasher genre. I think it will answer a lot of callback that I heard are in the sequel. Enjoy. Super Vandy says, well, Jeffito, I gotta go, but you are the man. Looking forward to future live streams. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. Glad you could hang out at least for a little bit. yeah, I do want to do more live streams, more live shows, more movie reviews, more everything in general. And uh, like I said, with things starting to get on a little bit more consistent schedule, hopefully that will lead to more consistency here on my channel as well. There we go. And then I can go into here and name that. Okay. Matt's movie review says, "All the best, Jeff. Always a pleasure." Hey, Matt. Good to have you join me here. Glad you were able to make it. And there's that cool new wipe. That's pretty awesome. I dig that quite a bit. Um, got the other one there. Lionel Tool says, "Yes, Jeff, it is necessary to watch the original. It ties into the original very well." Alright, well, I guess I will be watching the original here later on this afternoon, maybe, and then seeing the new one tonight. Um, I'm certainly looking forward to it. Again, horror is not my least favorite genre, but I am starting to come around and get into it a little bit, and kind of appreciate it a little bit more. Uh, but I do have a lot of catching up to do in terms of classic horror films and whatever, and apparently it is necessary to see the original Halloween before seeing the new one, which actually looks really good even as a non-horror fan like myself. Um, so I guess I will be doing that later on. Um, there we go. It's interesting why that's not. Why it's a little slow there. That one. Interesting. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm like I said, I had no real agenda here for this live stream. Pretty much just to hang out and get some work done and trying to get everything set up and situated here. So yeah. All right. Got that. Got that. That's crap. Let me see. Yeah, that'll work that way. Oop. Yeah. Where am I going? I'll check on my other computer to try to get the logo back up there. Alright, that's better. Alright. Things are looking good and sounding good, and that is good. Alright. Thanks again for just hanging out. Again, this live stream had no real agenda. Pretty much just turning it on to increase my watch time hours and hang out with you as I try to get some work done here behind the scenes and whatever. And it's always fun to hang out with you guys. I do miss uh, some of those more silly, off the cuff, goofy live streams that we used to do. I probably won't be doing those as much anymore. Um, but every once in a while, that can be fun. So that's another reason why I decided to go live here as well. But the main reason is to try to increase my watch time so I can finally get monetization and start digging myself out of this hole and climb out of debt and everything else here. So even though it's not going to be a lot, every little bit helps at this point. So it's all good. Excuse me. There we go. Hey, Adam Daly, how you doing, man? I know that you came in here late, but just there's no real agenda to this live stream. Pretty much just using it to boost my watch time hours and hang out with you guys as I try to get some work done here behind the scenes and whatever. So feel free to chat. I know Rhino Tool was in here earlier. A couple other people were in here as well. So we're doing the top 5 lists. Rhino Tool had First Man, Infinity War, Mission Impossible, Fallout, Quiet Place, and Star is Born. Adam's list is Won't You Be My Neighbor, Revenge, Avengers, Infinity War, Quiet Place, and Halloween. I'm not. This isn't like my official top 5 list. Just probably my top 5 movies off the top of my head. I will be doing a top 10 list at the end of the year. But right now, I would have to say, in no particular order, Won't You Be My Neighbor, A Quiet Place, Searching is maybe in there. I really like Searching. That's probably my biggest surprise movie of the year. Didn't think I was gonna love it as much as I did. Um, A Star is Born and Avengers. But again, those are just off the top of my head. I will be putting out an official ranking video at the end of the year as the year wraps up. Adam is doing great. I'm about to go live for the first time with a new channel in about 3 hours. I will have to tune into that, man. Looking forward to your return. Glad to see you back on YouTube again, Adam. All right. So got that. Do you guys like this monitor back here with my logo? I thought it would be something fun to do because I had an old laptop that's good for nothing. Uh, just laying around. I had the extra monitor laying around. I'm like, yeah, why not put the monitor up there, display my logo? I can throw some other graphics up there as needed. Um, just a fun little addition to the set here. Yeah, Adam, I would love to be on one of your future shows, and I do usually have Sundays off. Not always, but kind of seems to be like most Sundays, or at least every other Sunday, I am off, so we will definitely have to coordinate that, and I would love to be on your show. Likewise, I'd love to do a collab with you here on my channel in the future as well. Rhino Tool loves the monitor, great touch. Thanks, man, I really appreciate it. That's kind of the point. Um, Again, I just had the stuff laying around and have the new set here, so it's like, you know what? Why not? We'll give it a shot, see if it works. And looks like it is working just fine, so that is awesome. Um, yeah, I complained about my current laptop being old. This original laptop was probably from, ooh, when would that have been? When was that? That was probably 2005, 2006. Probably like 2006, right after I graduated from METC. Uh, got that laptop, and so that is what, 12 years old now. Um, like I said, pretty much good for nothing, but at least it's good enough to power that external monitor and throw the logo up there and do some other graphics. So that will be fun. I just need to get a better way to set up everything here because that monitor cord is a little short, and as a result, that old laptop has to be on the ground over there. And I don't know, we're still playing around a little bit with that. Um, but yeah, other than that, this was fun getting some work done here. Um, I was Is the position of the monitor in a good spot? Because I was thinking about having it over here. Problem being, this bookshelf is a little higher, and the size of the monitor kind of blocks the movie poster a little bit, which kind of defeats the purpose of having the movie poster in the background. So that's why I put it over here, and I do really like it over there as well. But let me know if how that works out for you as well. Movies Explained says number 1, Avengers Infinity War, number 2, Mission Impossible Fallout, number 3, A Quiet Place. That is a solid list as well. Um, I have a feeling that my top 10 list, it, it's going to be difficult to rank them all at the end of the year, as it is a lot of years. This year especially, where the movies line up and where they fall in the top 10, that's going to be a challenge. I can list my 10 favorite movies of the year, but then putting one ahead of another, that's going to be a little bit of a challenge, I think, because this has been a very good year at the movies, for sure. And next year, looking ahead, next year looks to be even better. Next year is looking absolutely stacked, absolutely loaded with great movies. I did it on a previous live stream, and I'll probably end up making a video about that as we get closer to the start of the new year. But it seems like every month there's at least 2 or 3 movies that are potentially absolutely solid, great, fun, blockbuster kind of films coming out next year, which is going to be amazing. Adam agrees that is a good spot for the monitor. Yeah, I think I'll keep it there. I did play around with it, like I said, over here a little bit yesterday, but because this bookshelf is like, I don't know, maybe 6 inches taller than the other one. It puts the monitor up this high and kind of blocks the poster a little bit. So that's why I moved it to the shorter bookshelf, and I think that is a really good spot for that as well. Excuse me. All right, let me just make sure that everything else is working here. Why is that not showing up? That's interesting. Why did that one not show up? It should have shown up. Interesting. Get rid of some of these. These were from old videos. Clean up my source list a little bit. There we go. Alright, that one works. A little large, I may have to rescale that, but whatever. And then works. This one doesn't want to work. Why? Why would that have changed? I don't get it. Not sure why that one's not working. Sorry guys, like I said, most of this purpose of this live stream is just to hang out, and there we go. Finally, that popped up. All right. I don't know if it just took a while for that one to pop up, but what? Yeah, I'm just trying to get some work done back here, and always fun to hang out. And like I said, I definitely need to increase my watch time hours. So there's kind of a subliminal or whatever purpose for doing this. Because live streams are an excellent way to increase watch times, so that's what we're doing. And then I've got the mailbag. What? I don't know why I have to do that every time. Make sure that these ones work. Where's the Amazon one? The PayPal one? Patreon one? Alright, so that all works after I did that. Awesome. And do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. And again, we've got that wipe. Change scenes and change directions and whatever. That's really cool. I like that one a lot. And then that subscribe. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. So that works there. Alright. Alright, well, we're coming up on 45 minutes here. I think I'm going to get going and watch the original Halloween and then hopefully see the new one later on this evening. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Again, this was just a fun little hangout as I try to get some work done here. Really appreciate you guys spending time with me and helping to boost up those watch time hours. That's awesome. Hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday. Until next time, I will see you at the movies. Bye-bye. And why is that not playing? Oh, whatever. Whatever. Stop.